Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode number 43 of the Note Closer Show. We are excited to have you guys on here today. Today's title is basically consistency. And in anything that you all do, we get better with consistency. Whether it's breaking down assets, it's submitting offers, it's understanding exit strategies, it's raising capital. We get better with consistency, or I sure as heck hope you do get better with consistency. The same thing goes for marketing, all right? Same thing goes with sending an email blast out. The same thing goes about going to a REI club and networking there and going up and meeting strangers or meeting people. It's about going to events and understanding the best way to approach people there or the best way to strategize on to get the most and the biggest bang for your buck out of going to an event like the New Jersey Distress Expo that's taking place this weekend. So what happens, though, most of the time is most people have no patience. It reminds me of a Guns N' Roses song, "Gotta have a little patience, yeah." I won't serenade you guys this morning. It's a little early for that, to break windows and bust eardrums. What was that?
You sound exactly like Axel.
I do sound exactly like Axel. Yeah!
You gotta do the...
We gotta have a little patience. Red bandana and all. All right. Red plaid shirt tied around the waist. All right. I've been to enough Guns N' Roses concerts to know that's how the ladies dress. But and I think a lot of people fail to realize that. Now, when you go start a new job, or what was probably the one that I'm trying to think back. Okay, I'll give you guys an example. When I was in college, I went off to college at East Texas State University and was playing football there. And back in 95, 96, they let, if you were a scholarship athlete, you couldn't have a job during this school year. And after 2 seasons, I transferred to a different college and was looking for a job during the school year. And so I went to work waiting tables, bless you, and my staff in the office here got cedar fever. Went to work waiting tables. Wasn't very good initially because, like most people, if you've ever been trained as a waiter or been in the service industry, it's not always the easiest thing to do. You can get in the weeds very easy. You can get overwhelmed wondering because there's a lot of different things, a lot of moving parts. Checking your tables, getting drink orders, appetizers, making foods going out, salads, drinks, desserts, checks, pre-bussing, running other people's food, running to the bar, get updates. There's a whole lot of great things that go into it. It's sometimes like a Chinese fire drill, but you get better over time. And that's the same thing in really being an entrepreneur. You have a lot of moving pieces. You've got a lot of different hats you wear to make things successful. And you have to realize you aren't going to be the world's best marketer 1 week into the business. You also have to realize you're not going to be the best deal closer 1 week into the business. You have to lighten up a little bit on yourselves. And I'm always amazed at people that are way too serious, okay? There's a lot of people out there that are upset. Oh, I didn't get deals done. I'm a failure. No, it's called a learning curve, okay? And people have it so much easier today in marketing for notes and raising capital and finding asset managers today than it was in 2007, 8, and 9 when I first started. I mean, I would love to see people go through having to dial 100 phone calls a day on a regular basis, 2 to 3 days out of the week, and then hunting stuff down unlike it is today. Now, what has also happened is a lot of people have gotten kind of lazy in their business. They're not going out and reaching stuff. I had a conversation with an asset manager last night after the call. I'm not really saying an asset manager. He's more of a broker, a good quality broker. He used to work for a hedge fund. Now I moved some lists. He's like, "Hey, Scott, don't you guys want to buy any of the stuff that I have on my lists?" And I talked with him, and I pulled up his email. Like, "No, dude, your stuff is recycled. Your stuff has been around way too long. You have to get some new stuff." And he goes, "Well, everybody has a price, and so this one list will have a price." I'm like, "Yeah, it's only good for the seller. It isn't good for you because it's depreciating your list. It's kind of like Starter. You guys are, maybe this is before your guys' time, but the name brand Starter. It used to be a really name brand, and then it went into Walmart and it went crashed and burned.
The tennis shoes. Oh, the athletic.
The athletic gear with the S and the star.
Okay.
That used to be the really cool thing.
Yeah, the
jerseys
okay.
or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
suites. I remember the hats was a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And then it went to Walmart, which was I thought was a brilliant move by them, but then it just appreciated the value because it was surrounded itself with cheaper stuff. Now, we all know Walmart, people shop at Walmart. There's nothing wrong with it. I got stuff from Walmart. Everybody's got stuff from Walmart, okay? But if Starter was the brand and they lowered themselves down to here, they lost market share because people like the brand. They like staying busy, like being around it. And so that's why I was talking with him, man, you got to go out and get some fresh stuff. You're only helping the low-level junk here nobody wants to buy. They've already seen it. And even if you get new stuff, people aren't paying attention to it because you have ingrained in them that you just got old stuff, right? And so that's why many of us, and this is a thing on me too, you have to come up with something new. I'm not saying reinvent yourself, but you always have to be doing something marketing differently. So one of the great things that we've always done is gone out to these bigger expos, like the Think Realty event or the REI Expo. And we would use that as one of our focal pieces for the year when it comes to marketing and expanding our database. Hey, you go to an event and you can get 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 people added to your database. That's a good weekend. That leads to a lot of things over the well. We have changed our marketing plan this year not to focus on that. All right? More so to use the technology that we have, the existing lists, and what we know online to make things happen. And we've already installed a few things. You may have seen me dancing the other day in the office because I was pretty excited about one thing getting working. We've already seen, I look at one post, we got over 700 posts, on a testimonial for Scott Dilley, which was phenomenal. The other day I was like, how the hell did I do that? And I had to learn how to redo it, and I did it last night. I'm like, oh, okay, now we got it today. Now I'm going back into my lists, older lists, and using Facebook to filter to see how many of those people are still available. So like I had a database that I found last night that I was very hesitant to use because I used it in the past, and it got shut down for people that unsubscribed, which they're note investors, is just people, some have gotten out of the business. So I used Facebook today to filter that list from 65,000 people to see that there's still 49,600 of them still online, still use the same email addresses. And a large chunk of them, hey, are still in real estate. So we're targeting those this morning with a Facebook post and $100 for the next 2 weeks to see what kind of responses we can get them to opting into our free training. What does that mean? They're also not only going to opt into free training, they're going to be on our deal list. These can be potential JV partners. They can be also people that we focus on for our deal flow. So you have to think smarter in today's technology than business like you were doing business for the last 10 years or last 5 years, because if you aren't adjusting your business with new consistent activities, you have to be consistent about things. Somebody knock on the door?
No.
Oh, okay. You're going to get run over by everybody else. Consistency has to be in place. And consistency comes with time. Like, hey, I didn't put weight on overnight. It's not going to fall off overnight either. So I have to consistently go to the gym. I have to consistently eat better foods. I have to consistently get a good night's sleep. If you're not consistently doing something, you're probably feeling like crap, okay? And you're probably looking like crap, and your business and your personal life is looking like crap. All right? So my biggest thing for today's message is be consistent. If you've got 2 hours a day to do something in your business because you're working full-time, just be consistent. Get an email out once a week. Put a plan in action. A vanilla plan is better than something that's crazy all over the place. Because if you start off, hey, vanilla ain't bad. I think vanilla was the first ice cream flavor anyway. All right? Then you can add a little chocolate to it. A little strawberry to your message. Right? But build up the nuts and bolts, the skeleton of your business plan by doing things on a consistent basis. Emails, Facebook posts, blog posts, attending things. But don't be afraid to use a new technology. Some of you are still marketing like it's 3 years ago, looking for the same deals that you were getting 3 years ago, and you're not, and you're disappointed. Like I saw today on Bigger Pockets this morning when I woke up this morning, as I'm sitting outside with Princess and enjoying the crisp morning a little bit. People, I need to buy a tape of seconds, non-performing seconds. And I'm like, really? You're not going to find a lot of that stuff anymore. And this is nothing bashing second investors, but there's a lot of seconds investors that are running around acting like they're doing business when they haven't bought anything in months. All right? If you haven't bought anything in months, you're not really a note investor at that point. You're more a marketer or a pretender. Okay? So you either have to adjust your industry, adjust what you're doing, and move to something else. I had to do this with short sales. I did this with the mortgage industry years ago. I went from mortgages to buying, doing real estate and short sales, and then evolving that into the paper game. All right? And I still see people out there banging their heads, trying to do short sales and get things done, and that's great. If you can do short sales, my God, and the note business is easy for you. Okay? The note business is so much easier than dealing with toilets and tenants and rehabs and general contractors. Don't be wrong, you get some of that a little bit, but it's not near like it is if you're focused on it. All right, how do you find these deals? Well, you have to change what you're doing and start to build some consistency in that new arena. Okay? It doesn't happen overnight, but if you never focus on something new, your consistency at what you did do is going to drive you into the dirt because you're not going to evolve and not get any better. Does that make sense, everybody? Mm-hmm. So I want to thank everybody that joined us last night. We had the second highest attended Monday Note of the year, third highest RSVP list. Our consistency with that has grown over the last 2 years. I mean, it's 225 RSVP for it, and we ran at, what were my numbers on that? I'll share that with you guys here because I think it's an important thing. 225 registrants from last night, which is what I was hoping for, and our attendee list, we had 136. Out of that 136 or 225 RSVP, we had about 35 people that were brand new to it.
That's awesome.
15% brand new people that RSVP'd for it, and that's always a great thing. We ran at rate basically an 85% attendance ratio the entire hour and 10 minutes. So we talked last night about KPIs on the webinar. I highly invite you to jump on Vimeo and go look at that video and watch it. Had some great information, great content for everybody. A lot of great feedback. People really enjoyed it. It's already uploaded there. Got it done. Our numbers up and running. We're off and running today. So today, hopefully, we will shoot this freaking tape in the head and have it filter down from 827 assets down to whatever is actually good. We've had, which happens, everybody. It happens when you got 4 people breaking down tapes. Some people do it a little bit differently. You highlight a little bit differently. Now we're cleaning together. We're in the home stretch, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Thank God we're no longer looking at back taxes anymore, right, everybody?
I'm ready.
You ready to kill? But we'll get that uploaded to our base camp for our fast track students that just went through this last weekend, and then also our mastermind students. Actually, we don't want to upload the whole list. We got to break it down so it's digestible bites.
Yes, please.
Because we will be running around like a chicken with our head cut off trying to close down other stuff. So we're excited about that. We've got an investor coming in this morning, Fast Track, who's already closed on deals, which is great.
I have his contract for him.
Oh, you have his contract for him to take with him?
Yep.
Good.
It's all fully executed.
That's awesome. He'll like that. But he's already closed on a note deal this last Thursday, and he has already bought 4 contract for deeds in Indianapolis. So we're really excited because he's off and running. A great local investor. We don't have that many local Austin investors, but when we do, we love to have them come by, stop by the office, and hang out. Yes, last night we booked actually 2 speaking events. Yesterday I was honored to be coming to the Portland Arena. I got to thank Cody Cox for helping kind of facilitate that. So I'll be coming to Portland, Oregon, and speaking at the Portland Arena July 6th. So we're going to help celebrate their independence with notes. July 6th. We already got that marketing idea. He was cracking up. Well, no, not Cody, but I can't think of the guy that called me yesterday, but he's cracking. He was like, that's perfect marketing. And then also, I'll be back out in Houston, Texas, Thursday, February 9th, with the Prosperity Group, AC Ramos. Our buddy invited me to come back out and speak on whatever I wanted to, whether it was notes or marketing or a variety of the two. So we're excited about that. Next Monday night is it's not the next Monday Note, but is the Quest IRA All-Pro event.
Yeah.
Chase put together a live stream link for people to get registered for it. So we'll send an email out to people today so they can go get registered to it, so they'll get the notice of it being available that they can join in and watch. Not only myself, but also Brad Sumrock with Retiring 5 on Apartments, Jason Bible, the Houston House Buyers, and the Right Path Real Estate Radio Show to Houston, and of course Nathan and Quincy Long from Quest IRA. For those of you that are going to be at the New Jersey the third annual New Jersey Distressed Expo, I'd love for you to comment on here that you'll be there. I'm not going to have a booth. I'm basically running 2 panels and causing disruption and chaos with my noisemaker. So trying to add a little comedic relief to that. But excited about there to see Mark Gold, Greg Reed, a bunch of great vendors and other speakers out there. So we're looking forward to coming out and networking and have a good time. But if you're going to be headed to that, go ahead and comment here. I think they're down to less than 10 tickets, so you definitely want to take an opportunity to get signed up for that ASAP if you can before it's a sellout here before the week arrives. So any other questions, comments, anything?
Yeah, Cody Cox, the way he's being consistent is he's getting his emails out to his database every Sunday evening.
Yep.
He's brought in several JV investors every week.
That's awesome. See, consistency builds success. That's awesome, Cody. I see your emails every Sunday night. And what's funny is you also, Cody has other people in the fizzy because people are seeing his emails and there's some similar deals there. They don't mean, oh my God, I see so-and-so's marketing a deal for capital. I'm like, yeah, why don't you do that? Well, because I haven't gotten accepted yet. I'm like, you're putting the cart before the horse, darling. He's raising capital and making good things happen.
Stacy and Karen will be at the New Jersey event.
Looking forward to seeing the walls. Yes. I'm excited that you guys will be there so that you guys RSVP'd for it. So that'll be fun to catch up with you guys. We'll probably have a good group there. Wayne Snell will be there. Probably a good chunk of our masterminds. Yeah, that's why it doesn't make sense for me to speak there or sell at an event when it's already students of mine. So we'll just have a good time, make fun of other people, and no, I'm just joking. Just really
daily.
We make fun of each other daily, which is a great thing. What else? Anybody else got any comments?
No,
concerns?
it's pretty quiet today.
So cool, awesome stuff. I know that Jennifer and us got some bids in from people from the last NFL draft, the Note Funding League draft, on the Giants tape. So we got those offers in last night to our hedge fund. We'll be talking with him today to see where he's at. There you'll be getting alerts if you submitted offers, if they were accepted or countered back on where to go. And we'll go from there. So if there's no other questions or comments, everybody, hopefully you will have a great Tuesday. Go out and make things happen today. Go do something on a regular basis. What?
Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday. Not for this Body by Taco. All right? It's called Veggie. It's called Body by Tacos. Somebody posted that the other day. I'm like, yeah, I can see your body is by tacos. Is it a flour fluffy? Is it a gordita? Or is it extra cheesy? Who knows?
Oh, man.
Yeah. My buddies in high school used to call me Carney, for meat, which is okay. Give me some meat. So, all right, guys, have a great Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us for episode number 43 of the Note Closers Show. Do us a favor, if you like this, if you know somebody who might be interested, feel free to share this on your wall. Share this with other groups and things like that. We love doing these. As always, these are recorded, and Nicole does a great job of uploading them to our Vimeo accounts. And also transition over to the YouTube account too, so you can catch them all there, everybody. So
I'll post the bit.lys in a little bit.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Nicole. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. Go out and make things happen. We'll see you at the top.